So, the movie starts with Superman on the ground, losing. And I'm already speechless. What, did Darkseid show up? Brainiac?
The United States will continue to feel the wrath of the Hammer of Moravia.
So Superman gets picked up and sent to the Fortress of Solitude to recover his wounds. This man has an entire support system ready. Healthy sunlight, tin-skin caretakers, his parents telling him how proud they are of their little boy. Meanwhile, the dogs are destroying everything in his sight. Not gonna lie, if it was me, I would have put him on a menu. Yeah, I'm Team Luthor all the way. Anyway, Superman goes for round 2 to stop the Hammer of Moravia, who's angry because Superman stopped his country from committing a few war crimes. And kicks Superman's ass again. I'm in despair right now. Superman returns home defeated to Lois, and they sit down to discuss the legality of Superman's actions, and somehow the conversation ends up to this relationship not working out. And my man hears her and leaves out the door. Ah yes, the lack of social skills. I'm feeling the punk rock now. We cut to meet Luthor, who's trying to convince the government that this disgusting alien shouldn't be allowed to roam freely. And the government's like, it's 2025, we can't say things like that. And Luthor is just disgusted and breaks into Superman's house to find proof of his nefarious activities, which he does. As Superman and Justice Gang, who's made of Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, and propaganda against the Bowl Cut, this is slander against the many goats who have had it, and I will not stand for it. After this, we see Luthor leaking a clip to the whole world, showing that Clark's parents did not send him to save Earth, but to conquer it and raise up all the DC baddies. Clearly, they fall from the propaganda. Couldn't be me. Superman, seeing this, breaks into Luthor's office trying to get him to talk, and Luthor is just standing there, unfazed, like,
Gonna cry?
which I think he does as he leaves and turns himself into the government. Lois, seeing this, goes to the Justice Gang, asking them to save Superman, but they're more interested in the harem Superman's been building, apparently. Fiendish behavior Mr. Terrific is sick of and decides to help Lois. And by help, I mean doing everything from finding Superman to beating the guards and finding a way to enter the alternate dimension Superman is trapped in. Did I not tell you that? This man's hatred is off the charts and I love it. Torturing his dog, putting monkeys to promote Superman as super shit, even pulling the strings to have Henry Cavill removed as Superman so he wouldn't have to see him on the big screen. The demon. He puts Superman in a cell with kryptonite in an alternate dimension and tells this guy his baby is gone if he dares shut the kryptonite off. And yeah, executes a guy in front of Superman as well. Now he's on the floor again, begging the guy to release him, saying that he will save them all, and the guy is not really feeling it. Meanwhile, Mr. Terrific and Lois enter the prison and use some gadgets to find Superman. And long story short, he convinced the guy then of breaking out, save the baby, fight the guards, and manage to escape. Lex, hearing this, is clearly not happy, and this is where he starts acting a bit stupid. He could now wait for Superman to appear and then try to catch him with a new plan. That appears pretty logical, doesn't it? He instead rips the fabric of space and time apart, putting the entire world in danger just to make Superman appear to save the day. I mean, what? We can reschedule war crimes. This is where Superman's true rival shines. The only obstacle in his harem, Jimmy Olsen. The rate at which this man is moving is truly diabolical. He convinces Luthor's girlfriend to send him all of his plans in the form of sexy selfies. Truly a worthy opponent. He finds out Luthor is helping Moravia so they can later split up the territory. So clearly Superman has a lot of work to do, starting with solving his identity crisis. We cannot have another Batman into the DCU. And this is where I have a problem with the Superman, not the major one. I mean, Superman's parents sent him to Earth with a message to save mankind, and hence he became Superman. So, since his parents are now evil, he doesn't know whether he should be Superman or not. Which is like, no, Clark is Superman, not because of his parents, but because of who he is. A human raised by the Kents, who is kind, generous, helpful. And it is that kindness which is a part of who he is that compels him to help people. Be Superman. The chain works in the movie, but I ain't liking him much. Anyway, he gets ready for round 3 and heads to Metropolis, which is getting ripped in half. And Moravia launches an invasion again. This time they plan to get 100% success rate, so immediately lock guns at every civilian they can find. who have the misfortune of being saved by the Justice Gang. They have chosen justice over government benefits. Wouldn't be me. Meanwhile, Superman is having his lungs filled with killer machines but proves he is the throat goat and lasts long enough to give them a trip to space and below, after which we finally see who is the Hammer of Boravia. This has to be the hypest moment in the movie. In the background, Luthor is explaining how he took Superman's hair and then used it to clone him. Brother, clone more. He's already missing chromosomes. It's not like he's going to be much of a danger. Jump in with a squad of retarded clones. So, the fight begins as Superman and the dog tag team a poor soul and drop him into a black hole. We're either getting Bizarro or the crime syndicate. Please, God, make it happen. Luthor sees it and knows it's over, so tells everyone, good game, acting like it's time to exit the lobby before being caught by Superman, who tries to reason with Luthor. You and I are not so different. Luthor doesn't hear a word of it because he is as sick of this trope as everyone else. So Crypto shows him how villains should be treated at the end of the movie. Meanwhile, Mr. Terrific shuts down the universe-destroying rift which Luthor was going to leave turned on. Told you, didn't I? Stupid in the second half. So they put his bald head in jail and the day is saved. Supergirl makes an appearance and she's an alcoholic. She needs help. That's all, yeah. Like and subscribe if you want more videos and comment down below which movie should I do next.